Boom. It's Aloha Friday, Charles.
Yes,
It
it is.
Aloha Friday.
Mm-hmm.
A long week has come to an end
Yeah.
and a wonderful weekend about to start. I love
I
it, man.
I
Cannot
did
wait.
Monday was Columbus is going to be Columbus Day.
When is that? Monday?
Hmm.
Mm. Yeah, we traded that. We traded that holiday for Martin Luther King Day.
Mm.
So that used to be a holiday for state and county and federal. Actually, it was a federal holiday. Now it's no longer. It is now just another normal work day.
Mm.
Which, like you, Charlie, I don't know when the last time I had a real holiday. It's like every day is a working day. So,
Yeah.
uh, I think for the private sector, I think most of the private sector is the same way. You know, it's just, especially those of you in the visitor industry, a holiday. What's a holiday? No one gets a holiday.
Right.
But anyway, what's up, guys? Go ahead and I'll open up the chat. Let us know where you are at. I know tonight is Feel Good Friday. We're gonna talk a little bit about today's announcements. We'll wait a little bit till about 7 so we get everybody on. But I know most of you maybe not watched it, but saw the news anyway to see what's going on. That whole press conference today on Oahu was specifically for Honolulu. It was not a statewide It was not a statewide announcement. It was Honolulu again. Yeah, typically, I know no offense to our Honolulu viewers, our Oahu viewers, but I think the neighbor islands will agree that a lot of what goes on in our state is Honolulu centric. I think from our legislature down, it's Honolulu centric, and I guess they're the capital, the most people, but so yeah, that whole thing today, I thought it was going to be some statewide, but it's really just for Honolulu. So
Hey,
yeah,
we've got for you, my brother. We've got I just saw some names. Monterey, California is on tonight. There you go.
Monterey.
Yeah,
Salt Pond, Hilo.
Kapa'a.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Spanning the globe, Kailua, Oahu, my old stomping grounds, believe it or not. Keolu Hills,
Yes, that's
Keolu
right.
Hills, Lekeona Street. Man,
Wow.
I gotta tell you, man, the Keolu Hills that I grew up in is not the Keolu Hills of today, bro. It is not the definitely not the Keolu Hills of today. Let's see who else we got here. Poipu, Hilo,
Poipu Hilo.
Poipu and Hilo,
I was like,
Poipu and
Poipu
Hilo.
Hilo.
Yeah, I said new town. That's a new town being built by a volcano called Poipu. Is Poipu part of Hilo, Poipu Hilo? Poipu
Now,
Hilo.
anything is possible when it's on.
Anything is possible, man. Anything is possible. Anything. Kihei Maui, Wailua Homesteads, Waimeya. Awesome. Mo'ili Ili. Beautiful.
That's by the stadium,
Beautiful.
the whole
Here
stadium.
we go.
Kennewick
Kennewick, Washington, from Kuliowo
Valley.
Valley.
Yeah.
Hanamalu Town, Hanamaulu, Makawao. I bet it's a Portuguese. Makawao. Julie Bridle. Probably one Portuguese. Milalani. Oh, from Kailua off of Oniawa Street. Very familiar. Very familiar with Oniawa.
Kuaina.
My auntie still lives in. Hey, Sandy, what's up? My auntie still lives in up Kalaheo, Aikahi, up in Aikahi Gardens, up in on. Let me think of the street name. Ilimano Street. See, I still
Mm.
get them. I still some things I remember, Charlie. Some things I just cannot. Kekaha, awesome, awesome. Kalaheo, Koloa, Kalaheo. Wow, whoa, awesome,
Mhm.
awesome. Checking in from Kekaha. All right, Chris, not up the hill today, huh? Not up in the mountain. Gotta get
Yeah.
up. I gotta get up to Koke soon. From Waimea. Oh, we got a lot of West Side people.
Yes.
Lehui. Deborah is all the way from Lehui. Another Lehui. Auntie Millie.
Mili Ahi.
Auntie Millie. I love that lady. She's such a sweetheart. That lady is amazing. There we go. Christopher Kawahi up in Keolu Hills. Awesome, bro. Hele Street, Kina Street, Lekiona. I was on Lekiona. Mapuana was the one I used to skateboard down, and I get enough road rash scars to prove it. Omao, Waimea, Kala Hill, Daig, Nabbit, loaded them up. Queens Acres.
Is that Big Island? Yes, it is.
Oh, Queens Acres is right up in Homesteads. There
Well,
might be one.
oh,
Queens
oh, no,
Acres, maybe
oh,
in
yeah. No, no, no. That's Koi. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, Irvine, California.
Wow.
Holy camole! Awesome.
Kaluli.
The village spans the country and in fact the globe because we actually have people from other countries that come on.
Wow.
Kaumana,
Yeah.
Kaumana.
Lihu'i,
Le-
Kilauea.
Boom.
Very interesting. I
Yeah,
like to see where all these people are from, and oh, that's a good cross section. Redwood City,
there we go.
IE.
Redwood City. California. Yay. Hey, we're gonna have some fun tonight, guys. We're gonna talk a little bit about the announcements today, share some of our observations, but really want to make it fun, and we're gonna be maybe taking a stroll down memory lane. Maybe have you guys share some topics that just pop them in the comments, and we'll go ahead and ask us anything you want to ask us. Don't have to be COVID. Anything. Ask Charlie where he was born,
Hmm.
or whatever you want. Because tonight, Punoho St. Louis play, bro, on TV.
Wow.
Guayaquil Uka, No Trail. That's right up from where I'm at. Sherry,
Mhm.
what are you doing up No Trail? Went up the Sleeping Giant right now? Hey, a lot of people do. I can hear at night, Charlie. I can hear at night people yelling, "Help!" Not you, Sherry, but just others. We hear them. Help! And I'm thinking, those poor souls, nobody going up at night. Get them. You got to sleep there.
Yeah.
Yes, Kaumana, another one. Hilo. San Francisco Giants. They must have won today. I don't even follow baseball. Ooh, spooky stories.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Are you
What
planning?
is what is okay, here we go, Charlie. This will be the first once we start having our fun discussion. What is your favorite your most memorable TV show from the 70s? Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Mod Squad.
How long were you guys with KPD? Hold off on the questions because we're gonna have a little discussion and we'll open them up and we just ask whatever you like. Does Uncle Charlie buy his candy bars in bulk? Yes, yes. Some of them I'm gonna answer for him because he's shame. He's shame.
Why I shame? Why I shame?
And some of the questions he gonna answer for me because I shame. Oh man.
Yes.
Anyway. I know it's Friday night. A lot of stuff on TV. A lot of people doing stuff.
Hmm.
I did want to share a little bit about. By the way, guys, for those of you checking in on YouTube, welcome. On Twitter, welcome. If you guys have not visited my YouTube channel, please go check out YouTube. I'm trying to get to the 1,000 subscriber mark. I need a little less than 100 more. So if you're watching tonight, go to YouTube. Help my ego. Help my feelings before we go into the weekend. Go to YouTube. Search for Mel Raposo. When my page comes up, my channel, just hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything. It makes me. I'll go into the weekend feeling really happy. Mel, when are you having your procedure? It had been postponed to the 20th. It was postponed to the 20th. So I also though found out that Queens has another procedure, another technology or technique where you go into a tank and they just use ultrasonic waves. So I'm gonna try and got a referral to Dr. Piers. If any of you know Dr. Piers over there at Queens, I'll be more than happy to hear. So yeah, I'm gonna get a second opinion. But anyway, um, okay, guys, hold on to the comments. We're gonna talk real quick about the new again Honolulu, not Hawaii, not the state, not Hawaii, but the big one today was this one. Hang on, Charlie. No offense, but I'm gonna open up this thing right here.
Yeah, go right ahead.
There we go. There it is. Okay, so that was all because of UH. So for the football games and for the outdoor seated entertainment, this is concerts and all those things. 50% of the venue's capacity, or not to exceed 1,000 people. They can only serve water. Charlie, this is the discussion I want to have. They can only serve water.
Mm-hmm.
Mitigation plan is required. All attendees must be vaccinated, and masking and physical distance required. Okay, so Charlie, I
Mm.
don't, I think it's not a bad thing. I think 50% venue capacity. Take for example the UH Stadium, 9,000 capacity, but you cannot have more than 1,000. So okay, so they'll probably have 1,000. What gets me, Charlie, water only. I totally agree with the no alcohol. I don't think alcohol should be served during a pandemic when people gonna get loud and raw, but only water, no juice, no soda, no smoothies, no, like
Mm-hmm.
why? I don't know, Charlie. Pretend you had helped them make that decision. What the hell would that reasoning be? Seriously, like why, Charlie? No, only water, only water.
Well, I think it's for that reason. You don't want people to get inhibited.
No, but soda,
Yeah.
juice, you know. Anyway,
You know what
all right.
we used to do? I tell you, in my younger years before I became a policeman, I worked for this guard service called Hayes Guard Service. Okay. And we had the Blaisdell. It used to be called the HIC, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the things they said because when you inspect water bottles coming in, guys used to mix their liquor in with sodas or the juices. And back then, they didn't have that litmus tape that when I was in the liquor department, and we would walk along Kalakaua Avenue and we'd see young ones drinking. And when you see somebody holding onto a bottle for a lengthy period of time, you know it's hard for drink warm soda, right? But
Yeah.
we get this test tape, and we tell a young man, "Excuse me, can I check something out?" He says, "Sure. Can I get your soda?" I take the tape, and I put him in a soda. All of a sudden, boom, the bugger changed color. Come with me, young man. You look like you're under the age. And that was a dead giveaway. They hold on the soda bottle for so long. So I think, it's it's to make sure nobody sneaks liquor in. Because
Yeah.
once it
Well,
starts, the bugger run away. No can help.
and no food, no food. So there will be
Oh,
no food. They only going to be selling water. That's it. So anyway, all right. That's for the outdoor entertainment. Indoor seated entertainment, same thing. 50% venue capacity, not to exceed 500 attendees. Water only. Mitigation plan required. All attendees must be vaccinated. Masking and physical distancing required. These are for like theaters, indoor entertainment, not where people do not mingle. This will start October 20th. All right, so 500 max, social distancing, physical distancing required, masking. You need a huge hall or concert hall to be able to fit 500 people 6 feet apart. So
hmm
anyway, so that's the indoor entertainment. Next one, outdoor interactive weddings, things like that, parties. 50% venue capacity. I don't know how you have a venue capacity when you have it outdoors. What the hell is outdoor capacity? Jesus Christ. 150 people maximum. Food and beverages allowed now. You can have alcohol. Mitigation plan required. All attendees must be vaccinated. Masked mingling allowed. Again, you got to figure this stuff out. So, what does that mean? If you're not mingling, you don't have to mask. If you're mingling, you can mingle, but you got to have a mask. And what? Screw the social distancing now because you can mingle? Anyway, that's for outdoor interactive events like weddings. All of these, as you can see, is catered. towards business, which isn't a bad thing, but we got to make sure it stays safe. All right, next one. Oh, let me just raise this real quick here. Indoor, which is more dangerous than outdoor, 500 attendees. Outdoor, which is safer than indoors, 150 people. Go figure it out. I don't know if you can see that, but the indoor capacity is more than the outdoor. Anyway, golf courses, tournaments allowed. With remember, this is only for Honolulu people. I know somebody's putting about the 700 party, 700 people luau on Maui. That's up to the county. The county can approve those things. This one here is for Honolulu. This is the new rules. Tournaments allowed. Dining at the golf club, subject to safe access, Honolulu requirements. Okay. So now we can have golf tournaments on Oahu. And I think one of the big reasons why they had to do it today was because of the marathon. Everybody threatened that the marathon was going to leave. Boo hoo hoo. Marathon going somewhere else and they're not going to come back. So we got to open. So anyway, allowed with all participants vaccinated, maximum 500 participants only. I don't know what the marathon going to do when they plan. They usually get tens and tens of thousands. Staggered groups of 25, because I guess the COVID doesn't infect you if you're in a group of 25 or less, only if you're 26 and above. No post event gathering unless falling under allowed event category. So it goes back to your outdoor event. So if you do have an outdoor event, you can because you can. But to show like they get some teeth in it, they put no post event gathering. Okay, unless falling under allowed event category. Unbelievable. Boom. Okay. And then the last one, which I think is one of the most foolish things, sale of liquor now in Honolulu establishments going up to midnight, from 10 o'clock to midnight. So now, Jayla just talking about Halloween. Now, the question is, what's going to happen about Halloween for our kids? Are we going to allow our kids the same flexibility and leniency to going out and celebrating Halloween, or is that because it's not business, it doesn't generate money for the counties and the state, that that's going to be still too dangerous? I don't know. Interesting. What do you think, Charlie? What do you think?
I think this entire thing now, you can say, I'm just gonna say it. There wasn't much thought that went into this release because there's a lot of contradiction going on, right? So remember when the CDC was putting things out there in an official capacity, and then maybe a week later they had to pull it back.
Hmm.
This thing in Honolulu is starting all over again. They're putting stuff back that I know they're gonna pull back because it doesn't make sense. When you start to broadcast those kind of things that seems odd right from the get-go, how many people do you think is going to take it seriously? I can count on my hand five or less because they're going to say, hey, you know what, it's about, I'll give you a good example. The marathon. Are you telling me that you have 26 miles of uh, security, because at any point along the marathon run route, right, somebody can just jump in. So he said, okay, we started off with 500 runners. How the heck do we end up with 18,000 at the end? What they're going to do? They're going to have law enforcement at the end citing everybody over the thousand or the $500 limit, $500, but 500 max limit. So it's those kind of things why it makes it so stupid. People going to have a hard time. We want this to be serious, take this seriously, but how can you? I mean, I can't even take it seriously. And remember, I said from before, Mel, everything is about messaging and how you get the message across.
Mhm.
You don't do it by putting out stupid things like this.
Yeah. So the question about Blaisdell Arena, according to the rule, indoor seated entertainment, 50% of the venue capacity, or 500 and not to exceed 500 attendees. Now, why would you put 50% of the capacity? not to exceed 500. I mean, if it's not to exceed 500, it's not to exceed 500. As long as it's anyway. Yeah, you're right. Blaisdell can only have 500 people. I know there's a couple of concerts coming in. Big name Joe Coy and other big concerts. I don't know what they're gonna do. They'll probably give them exemptions. Like I bet you guys. I cannot bet all you guys because get too many of you, and I'm no more money. But I'll do a pinky bet with all of you that the marathon will get an exemption. I bet the marathon.
Yeah.
I just saw the guy on TV the other night. He said, "We're so excited. We're going to get the marathon back." This is the guy that puts it together.
Yeah.
I'm glad in the discussions we've had with the governor, everything's going. We're going. That's 15 or 20,000 people. We're not going to have as many Japanese. We're going to have a lot of local people. But today we hear you can only have 500. So we'll see. We will see.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Um, Keeping bars open till midnight. Midnight is a very bad idea. A lot of the MVAs happen. Absolutely. Absolutely. But again, this is Honolulu because the businesses are going nuts over there, putting a lot of pressure on the governor. So we shall see. We shall see how that thing pans out. I'm sorry, I'm just looking through the comments real quick.
Yep.
Seems like this is now all about control. I'm gonna tell you, it's almost like a punishment. I think you got a point there. Was that Janelle that said that? Yeah. Because the other thing, no kids to the football game. No kids, because kids under 12 cannot be vaccinated. So no kids allowed. Only adults. Some of our players, some of our players on the team have younger siblings. Maybe that's what an opportunity for. Again, you're talking about a 9,000 seat stadium with 1,000 people. You can spread them out safely. It's almost like this governor does not want to let go of that power and that control. And they're saying that's the numbers they got from UH, but no, that's all the governor was willing to allow. So UH compromised and said, yeah, 1,000 is better than nothing. But how can you deny a kid because they cannot get vaccinated? That's so wrong, I think. That is so wrong because you could have a family bubble. Let's just say my son was playing at UH and we have a younger boy, a ratoon crop, a young kid, and mom and dad can go watch junior play, but the kid cannot go because he's too young to be vaccinated. When we would go to the stadium, sit together in an outdoor environment in our little family bubble, not bothering nobody, not being able. But no, now we got to go get on sitter for the kid, or we got to tell the kid, hey, you cannot go watch your brother play. I
Hmm.
just see there's no rational nexus to some of these decisions. It just makes no freaking sense. Makes no freaking sense.
Well,
I just don't get it.
but yet they can go school, right?
Charlie, damn it. That's 30 of them, not related, not from the same bubble, in a classroom with 30, with no air ventilation, no social distancing. That's okay, but you cannot go see your big brother play or your uncle or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I
Hmm.
think you know what I'm talking. Yeah, the marathon will get an exemption because it makes money. Damn right. We'll see. We'll just see. Oh, you guys' comments are solid. I just gotta hang on. Hang on here. I want to share some of it because I think that's part of the fun. Yeah, but kids can go to school. There we go. Sorry, I just so behind. Holy God, you guys making a lot of comments. Holy crap. Um. Anyway, so happy. Okay, replying to. Okay. Anyway, so there you have it. I think I'm all caught up. Sorry, guys. I know I cannot put all the comments up. Um, wait, wait. Boom. This one here. Kids who are not eligible can go out to eat indoors, but can't go
Hmm.
to a game outdoors. Yes, yes. I think it's called it's like being ludicrous. It's like being low low. That's all. That's the most low low mandate. Not being able to watch a football game where it's open air in lots of rooms for social distancing. Again,
Hmm.
let me go back to the indoor seated. Yeah,
Yep.
mask masking and physical. distancing required. But you cannot do that at a stadium, outdoors. But you can do it indoors. Makes no freaking sense. All right. What about our tier system?
We
Um,
don't have, there's none.
I don't. The governor didn't approve it yet. I know our mayor on Kauai submitted a request to remove the tier system. That has not been approved yet, or if it has, I haven't been informed. I didn't see it, but I expect that to be approved. And I think all the counties will be starting to loosen up the restrictions. And loosening up the restrictions for me is something that we got to head that way, but we got to do it safely. We got to do it safely. And but I think going back to the stadium thing, I don't know if UH did something to piss off the governor. I don't know if UH, I don't know if the spending of all that money for the stadium pissed the governor off, because it's pretty clear that he has targeted he has targeted the football games. Only a few days ago he said sorry. You know, that's when, remember when the numbers went to 91 or whatever it was, Charlie, and he said sorry, and then the numbers go up to 300. He says okay. How you figure this guy out? I don't know. I don't know.
It's becoming evident that uh, it's just really hard to follow along anymore. I mean, we just have to rely on what we feel makes us feel safe. I mean, that's what it all boils down to, right? If we
Yeah.
take if we akamai enough just to follow the science and not worry about all the other bull, just follow the science and just stay within our limits, then we'll be fine. But they throwing all this stuff out, and it's just time consuming, and it's just counterproductive. And I'm going to be honest. I want a leader who can lead, who's not afraid to pull the trigger, not one who speaks in Morse code, makes you go out and try to find out what the heck he means by this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because we got so much information coming in from all over, from not so many scientists, but local community business people. Because what is it? Because your business suffering? Yeah, I get it, but we all suffering.
That's right.
Aren't we trying to promote safety? And with this announcement that happened today, safety just went out the window. If you're gonna
Yeah.
do it constructively, put down the facts why you're doing what you're doing. You're gonna cause people to take that leap of faith and jump the wrong way. That's what's gonna happen. We've seen it before, and they'll do it again. Do you blame them? No, I don't. No, I don't.
And that is why it's important when when they're giving us these little, what they consider freedoms. Then we gotta behave and get those numbers to stay low so that we can expand. Chucky, the governor's decision is crazy. It's like punishment and control, just like the rich and famous trying to control our mountains and the people and the land. Chucky did several posts. Chucky is a long time Kamaaina. He knows this island more than anyone else. He knows all Mauka Makai. He's a fisherman. He's a hunter. Anyway, he went up today or in the last couple of days and realized that um, all of the access up Mauka is now blocked thanks to the rich and the famous and the state. So Chucky, we're working on this right now. I did get some communications out. I'm actually gonna do a show about this, Chucky, and I'm hoping you can come on and share what you found. But I need to get a little bit more information first. I think it's pathetic when our local people, like Chucky, um, going up there for go sustenance hunting, not commercial, and cannot get into the places that we used to go all the time because some rich jackass came and bought up all that land and put up gates. There's got to be a way that, Kauai just condemned a bunch of acres in Kilauea for affordable housing. We got to start condemning access rights back so our local people can go enjoy the mountains like we used to. So anyway, Chucky, thank you for bringing that up and making. I wasn't even aware, to be honest. I don't go hunting in the mountains, so I honestly do not know. But we will follow up on that, and we will have a show on that because it's pathetic what is happening to our islands. And yes, pay per view, UH. I love UH, but I ain't paying $60 to watch them play a game. I know some of you are gonna hate me for that, but it's just the way it is. I don't have that kind of money laying around. I can go buy a game on TV. When we're not allowed to go watch the game, we're not allowed to. You cannot do squat, and you still cannot watch them on TV. Pathetic, pathetic. This one here, Charlie. I don't know if you watched it today, but the lieutenant governor this morning said we reached herd immunity 2 weeks ago. We reached Hawaii reached herd immunity 2 weeks ago. So the wonderful reporter from Kumu asked the governor what he thought about that, and the governor said, "That's not true." I thought that was pretty cool. The governor, I don't know where the hell the lieutenant governor got this. We reached herd immunity 2 weeks ago. No, we're nowhere near herd immunity, people. You know that. We're nowhere near. You don't take herd immunity. You don't count only the eligible adults to come to your 90% so you can tell the world you're at herd immunity. No, because you know what? Not only eligible adults get COVID, the whole population is vulnerable. So no, your percentage cannot be just based on what you want. So we're at 60 some odd percent. And that's the number you use when you're trying to figure out if we're at herd immunity or not. I thought that was classic, though. I thought that was classic.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I didn't say this. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, Roxanne. I pressed the wrong button. I never mean for that one to go up. Damn it, I can't get it off. I can't get it off. What the hell? Oh, there it is. Okay. No, I mean, those are we talked about this, Charlie. We talk about this with experts that come on the show, and they always say, mixed messaging can cause a lot of danger, a lot of problems. People get false sense of security. People start letting their guard down when you hear comments like that. And he, as the number two guy in the state, shouldn't be making those comments. This isn't. This is just the way it is. You do not pass on that kind of information. Anyway, all right, guys, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. I cannot scroll all the way back up to check your questions. So if you guys have any questions for Charlie or me, regardless of what it is, let us know. Let us know. We will try to answer it as best we can. I know one was Charlie. How long were we both with the KPD? Charlie was with Maui. Charlie, when was your stint?
My stint was back in 80, 86, 85, 86. Around there.
Yeah,
And
that,
unfortunately, my career was short lived right before I made my 10th year. But, some people ask me, and I, um, I lost my wife to cancer, raising three boys. And psychologically, it took a toll. But, the good Lord blessed me. I got remarried. I've been married going on 26 years. Uh, I'll tell you one. Yes, PJ Marcial, a good race car driver. Uh, he's a good friend of mine. His lovely wife worked at, I believe, was First Hawaiian Bank. We live right in the same town, Kahului, and he was head of the motor pool. And every time I would pick up my car, there he was. He always made sure that, hey, be safe, no step on the gas too fast, as they say. But I always get asked this question: do I miss the department? And the answer is, I miss the fellowship. I miss the brothers and sister in blue. That's what I miss. Truthfully, I don't miss the work. I don't miss the work because you're expected. You're always in the eyes of the public. You're in the eyes of everyone, and you're expected to be a lawyer, a doctor, a counselor, a police officer, a fireman. You're you're expected to be all these things and making these decisions within a split second. And you're only human. If you make that wrong decision, guess what, gang? You have a greater chance of getting sued more than if you were, say, working at Home Depot and you dropped a bag of cement on somebody's foot.
yep.
Yeah, you will get slammed. And I've been down that path many times in my career. So
Yeah, my stint was 85. I spent 13 years. Left,
Yeah.
opened up my private investigative agency, and Charlie's so right. You're everything. Yeah, you're everything. Doctor, nurse, counselor, social worker,
Hmm.
police officer, and you know it is. It's a thankless job. I still think it's one of the best professions out there. Used to be anyway. I don't know about now because of all the nonsense that goes on, but you know, I think for the most part, police officers are good people, and you know, yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
every profession has the bad apples, and but you cannot put them all in that bucket. Um, so yeah, do I miss it? I'm like Charlie, you know, I definitely miss the camaraderie. I miss the some parts of it, but uh, yeah, I respect those guys tremendously because what they got to go through now um, is a hell of a lot more than we did back then. But it was fun. It was fun, and it was you know I started very young. I was only 19 years old. I was even younger than the statute allows. I had to get a governor's exemption so I could carry a gun.
Yeah.
So you know that's the only thing I think the bad part. I went in too young. I don't think that cops should be 19 years old. You know when you're still in that developing years. You know I was developed by a lot of good old time cops taught me the right things. Like we should be nice to people. We should help people. We should give people chances. But that slowly changed to become a statistic driven
Hmm.
force, and that's when I it was
You
just
know.
put
You
it.
know what?
All right.
Many many people don't realize is when you get you can have some individuals in their 30s, but their mind is so immature, and you just don't know how they made it to into the recruit class, and you see this sense of oh-ness, I call it. You kind of like you got to step back. Is when you go to qualifications, right?
Mhm.
And you see a person handle a firearm, and you can see their eyes light up, like they have that Ted Bundy look, and you kind of tell yourself like, whoa. But you're not you're on the same rank as them, right?
Yeah.
You came in at the same time. You can't do nothing, but you just tell yourself, please, Lord, don't let that firearm go off. He's standing right next to me, and it's not pointing in the right direction. Put it that way. And we've had many of those, and people don't realize that in this day and age, you really gotta tell yourself if that's a job that you want. One, because if you can go through your entire career, say you stay for 32 years, and say you can do it without ever having to pull your gun out of your holster, then man, you are good. And hats off to you. I will really, I'll kiss the ground you walk on, because you cannot find a person like that, because that
Yeah.
means that person had all the gifts to talk the situation down. But you know how hard it is not to pull your weapon out.
Yep. All right.
Costumes for
What?
Halloween.
Yeah. What are you gonna be, Charlie? What are you gonna be,
Well,
man?
I was thinking about putting on a white shower cap with a blue latex suit, and I'll go as a band roll on.
Where the hell did that come from, Charlie?
I don't
Like,
know.
no, there's a million things you could have said. A million things. Like I'm thinking, okay, where are you going with this? A million, and use a band roll on. Oh my God, a band roll
I don't
on.
know.
Um,
Hey,
listen,
Jeff.
I thought you was gonna say you was gonna be me and I was gonna be you.
Yeah, can be, but
Yeah,
in order
man.
for me, in order for me to be you, I just got to get more pumped up and more.
Chucky gonna be one cop. Chucky gonna be one cop. I might have some old uniforms. No, I think I burned it all. I don't think I have it anymore. Oh, there we go, like a Q-tip. Uh, Rhonda, what the hell are you gonna be, Rhonda? I'm almost afraid to ask. This is a family show, Rhonda. This is a family show. Rhonda Morris, I cannot with you guys. She's nuts. Rhonda is a little nuts. Look, the visuals, Uncle. The visuals. It is saying, yeah, ayah.
You know,
Uh,
I had a friend. I had a friend who told me he went one year as a suppository. I tell him, bro, what? What you talking about? He go, yeah, because I walked down the street, everybody was yelling, hey, hey, ho. I said, "Don't shut up, you stupid
family show, family show.
family show.
Rhonda Murray says she's gonna be an angel. Rhonda, I'm gonna be completely honest, Rhonda. I don't know
What?
how you dress up. She gonna be one angel, Rhonda. It's like you would need a halo, but that would melt before you got them set right. That would just poof. I Rhonda, an angel. Okay, let me know where you're gonna be. I'll come videotape you. You still gotta come get your vaccination. We're still waiting for you.
Hey, Rhonda and two of her friends, we all get together. Guess what we're going to call them? We go out as Charlie's Angels. Eh?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Charlie, how about you and me go as Iggy and Green? What? I mean, who would you be?
Eh? Well, I'm tired most of the time, so I'll go as Iggy.
Nah, I'm gonna stay home. If you're gonna be Iggy, I am not gonna be Green. No, sorry.
Has,
Mireille says she wants to be a can of spam.
yeah.
We got check this out. Hazmat tech. I mean, think about it. This is some interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Here's one. Kermit the Frog. I don't know if they're suggesting this for us. This one, Mark and Mindy. Nano Nano. I forget how that thing was.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Look at oh my goodness. Oh my Uncle
What's that?
Charlie, can you find my Pampers Chef pizza cutter that was supposed to be held until I return? It was supposed to be in the oh, this is a business related question.
It was supposed
They
to
must
be
have
at
yeah, they
his,
must have took away her pizza cutter at the airport.
well, that's a TSA thing.
It'd be easier to buy one new one.
Yeah, it'll be, yep.
Okay. Uncle Charlie does a good Kermit the Frog impression. Can we
Oh,
have the
I'm coming to frog, coming to frog.
Oh, okay. Now this one here, Kermit and Oscar the Grouch.
Ooh.
That would make me Oscar the Grouch. Is that what you're saying, Brenda? That I would be the Grouch? I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Oh boy, look. Now we're getting personal. Now
It,
we're getting personal. Murray,
yeah. What did she say? Be
Beavis and Butthead. Charlie, do the Beavis and Butthead laugh.
I don't I for the life of me I forgot how the laugh sounds.
Well, it must be one that you use because I don't know.
Oh,
Ah, all right. Any other questions? Questions, guys? Anyway, sumo wrestler. Oh my
yeah.
goodness!
Mm.
Look at this one.
Fou-
Fauci and The Rock.
Well, someone said they spotted Tanawai Reed. That's Rock Johnson's stunt double. But
Yeah.
you know that Tanawai, I believe his dad was Harlan Reed, and his uncle is Leo Reed, all the famous Reed.
Oh,
So his uncle is Leroy, who used to be the movie captain um, in Hollywood for the A Team with George Papard back in the day.
wow.
And I think they're related to that famous Samoan wrestler Nef Mayava.
Well, I know
And
The Rock is. I know The
yeah,
Rock. Oh
Peter,
no,
no,
yeah,
Peter Maivia is the Rock's.
right.
He's the Rock's grandpa.
Mom's. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. But
Tosh
Nef is the
Togo.
and met Mayava, Via, and Brady. Yeah, how many of you remember those days? We talked about this before, but remember the days at the old Civic Auditorium? And for the life of me, when I get into a discussion with some people, they said, "Yeah, we've seen it, we never gone in." I said, "You will never experience." You know that place at what is it called, Knott's Berry Farm,
Hmm.
where you walk into that old town and everything leans one way. You gotta. It seems like it's defying gravity. How the water flows the other way, opposite.
Yeah, yeah.
When you would go down below the bleachers, or where the concession stand were, you remember on the outside, if you're looking at the front of the Civic Auditorium, it kind of looks shaped, right? That's when you walk in, you're kind of walking at a sloped angle when you go to the concession stand to buy your hamburger or whatever you're gonna buy over there. Because it used to be wrestling, it used to be boxing, and it used to be roller derby. Judy Arnold, remember her? Hawaiian
No,
War.
yeah, I remember my grandma used to watch the roller derby. I never got into the roller derby. I was too young at that time. My hormones wasn't old enough to appreciate half naked women running around on roller skates beating each other up. But
Yeah,
I was a wrestling fanatic, like
yeah,
really, really, like ridiculous fanatic. Still, yeah, till today. We had this discussion today
yeah.
because they were talking about the game, the Thursday night football game, and they're all complaining about how the Seahawks should have won and the referees had fixed the game. And I said it again, and I'll say it tonight live. Wrestling is the only real sport left. Everything else is controlled. That earpieces the referees wear in the NFL field is not going to the New York. It's going to Vegas. Come on, guys, get it right. Anyway, Charlie, do you prefer pie or cupcakes? We're gonna check into some of these questions.
I prefer pies.
Me too. Me
Yeah,
too.
pies. Yeah.
Oh, real quick, Roxanne, my daughter's doing fine. It's she. Just the other morning, she woke up, sore throat, fever, chills. We freaked out, thought it was COVID. It was tonsillitis and rhinovirus. She tested positive for rhinovirus.
Ooh.
You know what the hell a rhinovirus is?
Yep.
It's the common cold.
Right.
It
Right.
scared the
Yep.
crap out of us. So anyway, she's doing fine. She's a heavy duty antibiotics, and she's fine.
Yep. Well, good. You,
Uncle Charlie, where's that big blue slipper that you used to use for Halloween? You bring that out, and Mel Raposo can be the bugger, and you can chase him all around. Oh my God! Oh, okay. Now we're getting it. You should both dress up like your wives. I already do. This is how my wife dresses every day. Would you both consider running for office? I told you guys months ago, Charlie and Mel, governor, lieutenant governor. Nobody believed us. We're gonna clean up this state.
you,
Actually, Charlie,
let,
I was.
let's. Let, I kind of want to expound on that. Folks, I kind of want to expound on the politics side of it. If because Mel has been in the forefront for how many terms
Uh,
but you did
six
14.
or seven, yeah,
Yeah,
something
you
like
did
that. 7,
14.
yeah.
Yeah. And myself and my family, we've always been behind the scenes pushing different angles. I tell you, it's not easy. It's not easy to accomplish. And the thing is, I'm just going to say this: whoever you out there decide you want to support a candidate, make sure. And I learned this lesson over and over again, and I beat myself up. You got to tell yourself, you got to vet that candidate really well, because once the decision is made, and if you're successful, you're gonna be celebrating for maybe about a month. A day after, that's when things go sour. You got to find somebody who's true from the beginning and they true at the end, whether they win or lose. They true to themselves and they true to the supporters. That's the kind of person you got to find to run for office, and is akama enough to understand a lot of the changes that's going on in today's day and age. Yep.
Vote for the candidate because of their heart, not because of one issue. You
Mhm.
vote for the person that is doing the right thing for the right reason. We can disagree on issues. We can always disagree on issues. No one's going to always agree 100% of the time. But if it's the heart, that's what you're looking for. I told you guys the other night. You heard it here. My name will be on the ballot. I don't know which office yet. Trying to encourage Charlie to run as well.
It's
But that
I'm,
that is
I'm afraid to run for office because I've always ended up in the principal's office. So
Charlie,
so
Lamborghini or a Porsche?
well, I've never ridden a Lamborghini. I have ridden a Porsche, and I'll just go with the guarantee feel in my gut, and I'll go with the Porsche. What about you, Mel?
Well, I've definitely never ridden in a Lamborghini. I don't think I may have ridden in a Porsche without permission when I was younger.
Mm,
Um, I mean, I would take the money, and they can have the car. But if I honestly, I would love to try to drive a
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. Yeah, I would. I would love to try and just take that as I'd love to, man. It's just, I get hard time get into my mother-in-law's Toyota Corolla. I don't know how I would get into one Lamborghini.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's a great question, man. That's definitely a great question. The only reason I pick a Lamborghini is because I've never been in one, and I would love to. Let's see here.
You
Let's
know what?
see, Scotty, getting.
You know what would be really good too, Mel? If we can get everybody and we go on a cruise, and every night we have a different event on the cruise for the Mel and Charlie family and friends. How's that? A cruise. Unreal.
Absolutely, man.
Unreal.
Absolutely.
That would be an unreal thing.
Look at Terrence. As long as it's automatic, I'll drive both. Okay. Okay. Terrence, please don't tell me you don't know how to drive a standard.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you. Oh my God. I in the old days, Charlie, we never had an opportunity. Only the very rich had automatics. You remember? Everybody had. My grandpa had one 3-speed column shift Mercury. My mother had one 4-door Toyota. I don't even know what the hell they used to call them back then. That little cars, the engines on the motorcycles today is bigger than those, and all standard. Never had automatic. Only the rich people had automatic. So we had no choice.
Yep.
We had no choice. Oh, here we go, Charlie. Chucky. For me, I would rather go on a horse and go to Big Save and put my groceries in my saddle. Thank you for the laughter. Oh, you're welcome, my friend.
Yep.
Chucky, the unsung hero, guys. You guys don't know Chucky. This guy goes around, fixes community issues, takes care of a lot of homeless people, a lot of people in trouble. This guy is amazing, Chucky. Mahalo for what you do, brother. That's the thing, Charlie. A lot of people thank us for what we do. We come on at night, we provide a platform for people to share and talk story. And we're not even worthy of that kind of mahalos when you get people like Chucky and so many others that are out there daily helping people and not getting recognized, not definitely not getting compensated. So
Hmm.
mahalo, Chucky, and all of you out there that are out there helping the community in your own way.
Yeah.
Absolutely mahalo, man. Those are the people deserve the kudos. Oh,
Jayla
of course.
Rincon. I can drive a standard 710 at VW bus. That takes a lot of coordination. Remember the VW? They have that weird reverse, right? Where you bring the stick to the neutral position and press down, click down, and back. You gotta remember.
Yeah, I mean, my sister had a '68 Volkswagen Bug, and
Yeah,
I had that damn. You got to push down, and no more directions. So if
yeah,
somebody never tell you, you ain't reversing. You're gonna push them backwards in neutral.
yeah.
You know what I mean, Charlie? You remember those days?
And everything to do with a standard. If you haven't, you can tell when someone never have driven a standard. Because everyone that driven a standard will always hear this sound. But when the gears grind,
um,
get the zipping sound.
Oh, here's a good question. Are you guys getting the booster as soon as it's? I got Johnson, so I gotta wait.
Yes,
But yes,
I'm getting the Pfizer. Yep.
I am getting the Johnson and Johnson as soon as it's ready. Dog lover or cat lover? Dog lover for sure for me.
Yeah, same here. Yep. I love my
I'm
dog.
gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of cats. Uh, not a fan of cats. I just love dogs. I love I love these questions.
Yeah.
Grapes or cherries?
I'm a seedless grape person.
Huh, that one's tough. I love those cherries. I
Rain
don't like the maraschino.
you like the Bing or the Rainier
The Bing,
cherries?
the
The
Bing,
Bing.
the Bing. Ooh, I love those Bing. If Patsy buys the Bing cherries and comes in a nice little container, the square, I whack them all. I whack them all. Grapes, not so. I like grapes, but if I had to choose, definitely cherries. Definitely cherries.
Hmm.
Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Any more? Oh, okay. Here we go. This one, I'll let Charlie answer this one because I think he's the expert on chips.
Well, I will go with wavy kettle chips. But the best so far, in my humble opinion, is Maui potato chips, Maui onion.
Yeah.
You know those. I shouldn't say Maui potato, but just Maui onion chips. But I don't know what that brand is, but it's really crunchy and just that flavor. I don't know what it is. But you gotta make your own Hidden Valley Ranch dip with 2 cans of clams inside and mix that puppy up with the sour cream. Because with every dip of that onion chip, you want to make sure you scoop up about 4 or 5 clams each time. Ooh, ooh.
And I agree with Charlie 100%. The Maui chips, definitely for sure. Um, but between those two options, I go with the kettle. Favorite food, Charlie. Favorite food.
A favorite here is that Rhonda Morris.
Rhonda
The,
Morris, yeah, asking if what's our favorite food, and then she follows that up with cotton candy grapes. I don't know. So let's
um,
just stick to the food. Favorite food.
I'm a lover of shrimp scampi.
Hmm.
I just love shrimp scampi, and um, I just love shrimp. Period. Um,
Uh, I'm a
yeah,
prime rib type of guy. I'm a prime rib type of guy.
carnivorous. Well, what do you call one who loves fish? They're not carnivorous, but
Yeah.
we can be.
Fishivious. It's
Yeah,
fishivious.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're mischievous. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the one. That's the one. Drive-in movies or theaters?
Drive-in movies. Yes,
I'm
Kailua.
gonna I'm gonna share something with y'all that is gonna probably shock you. I have never been to a drive-in theater. Kauai never had them. And when I was living the 2 years that I did live on Oahu, we never had an opportunity. We definitely, honestly, I'm not saying this to get pity, but we just didn't have the money. So I have never been. Now I have been to a couple of these newer type where you drive up here. They got the big inflatable screens on Kauai. The Pop Warner puts them on, and but no, I have never. So unfortunately got to stick with the theater. Although I
Well, let
think
me tell you.
I would really love the drive-in.
Well, I'll tell you the embarrassed moment I had. Uh, I had a fight with a very close person, um, a female friend. So I went to the drive-in Wildlife Theater, and I forget what movie it is. Anyway, was so good. And when you relax and when you're in your car, and you just gotta make sure you roll up your window a little bit so you can hang the speaker right. You can hang the
Mhm.
speaker right there. And what happened is I fell asleep. The next thing you know, I go, bro. You gotta go. You open your eyes. The parking lot completely empty, and get the guys picking up all the popcorn boxes and all the rubbish inside. Then you the last one out. That is embarrassing, bro. That is embarrassing.
Favorite song.
My favorite song is
That was hard, man. That was too hard. Too many genres. I mean, there's too many genres. But
well, for those who used to come to Color Hill Steakhouse and watch us play, I would always, out of the group, John Mahi had this beautiful voice of his, and he could do anything falsetto, uh, anything like Darren Benitez. He idolized Ken Paval, Dennis Paval from Huyo Hana. For me, I was always a Lou Rawls type of guy in the songs I sing. So that's more my liking, the R&B, very smooth R&B.
I think, well, there's just too many. But I will tell you one that I really enjoy listening to, and I play it often. I share it on my feed a lot. Is the Kauai Aloha, the song that
Mm.
all the guys got together after the hurricane. I love that song. I love that song. It makes me cry. And Capena's I'll build you a rainbow, or yeah, I think it's called that. Yeah, that one makes me cry as well. Those are my two favorite songs. But I love music. I love all kinds of genre. I love country. I love rock. I love it all. It's just hard to just pick one.
Mhm.
But Kauai Aloha to me is, I mean, it's just something that we meant so much, and it still does. And it's sad that we cannot bring that back to Kauai right now. McDonald's or Taco Bell?
I've been shifting. I was a McDonald's person only because of the French fries. So last time I wanted to go and buy fries, but because I reached my turn at the window at 10:29, they wouldn't let me buy fries. And from then on, so I said, okay, fine. So instead of buying my fries, I bought like six hash browns because I wanted potatoes. But I was so pissed off. So I go Taco Bell now. Yeah.
I'm a taco. I'm the same, Charlie. This is bizarre. I'm starting to realize why we so close. We think alike, a lot
Yeah.
alike. McDonald's was that was my thing. The Big Mac meal, that was my thing. Or the two cheeseburger meal, because the two cheeseburgers, while you're driving, you can eat those cheeseburgers without messing up your shirt. And after two bites, it's gone. But it was all right. You had two of them. But
Right.
my partner Joe Ajic turned me on to the chicken power bowl at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
It's healthy. It's of course get some Spanish rice, but get lettuce, get vegetables, get tomatoes, get black beans, get grilled chicken. That's the bomb. That's our new lunch. Once a week we eat that at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
So yeah, Taco Bell, Taco Bell.
Can I tell you? Can I take a minute to explain my pet peeves about fast foods though?
Yeah.
When you go through McDonald's, I don't know if they had to go through McDonald's school, but I think they cut school, and I'll tell you the reason why. Those knuckleheads, and it's tough. It's tough. But tell me if you would eat one hamburger with nearly a half gallon of mustard and ketchup. You know, I don't know if they piss off, and I was the unlucky one that just happened to get that burger. You take one bite, it's so soaked with ketchup and mustard. Okay, that's one. Two, you order four drinks. Why do you think they're gonna try to hand you four drinks individually? Why not just put them in on cup holder? You knucklehead. Okay, that's another pet peeve. The third pet peeve is you get online behind me. They like give you your food and your money, and they put the receipt. I said, why not just throw the receipt in the bag and then give me the money? You know what I mean? So by then, everybody gotta wait because I gotta put my money away and stuff like that. That kind of stuff gets me. And I'm like, okay. And then last but not least, you get a lot of oily stuff, right? I get it. Sometimes like when I go to Jack in the Box, I'll order the little mini tacos and French fries, oily, right? And they give you one napkin. Don't you think that I probably need a whole bunch? And then when you ask them for it, it looks like You just went rob a bank. I said, can I have more napkins? And they give you that look like, what?
And sometimes, Charlie, when you go and you order something small, they give you the pack of napkins, like the
Yeah.
pack of napkins. It's like it's very inconsistent. All right, British
Oh,
Bulldogs or the
wait,
Rock?
wait, wait. Here's the last one. You order one large soda, right? And they give you maybe 4 cubes of ice. What make you think that ice can last you? If I'm in Lihue, I buy one soda for last me to reach Waimea, right? By the time I reach Waimea, more better I just buy one warm case from Big Save already. Lolo. Woo.
They're saying preach, Uncle, preach, because everybody experienced exactly what you're talking about. British Bulldogs or the Rockers?
I'm not familiar. I've heard of the British Bulldogs, so I'll just go with what I heard. But I'm not familiar with those. I don't know if that's is it like a Scottish banger or is that a food or a band? Which one is it?
It's the British Bulldogs for me, guys. The British
Uh,
Bulldogs. They're
wrestling.
WWF Tag
Yeah.
Team Champions. Damn
Okay.
right. The British Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Okay, this one here. We just had this discussion a couple of days ago with my friend. Soft shell tacos or crunchy? Charlie,
Crunchy.
yeah, absolutely. When did they come up with a soft shell taco?
I tell you, when they came out with that, when they saw them impatient that they don't have enough time for make the shell come crunchy, they just give them to you. They put them in the oven, warm them up a little, and give them to you. Said, "Hey, call them soft shell taco." No, it's half raw shell taco. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Where the hell? Soft shell taco. Throw that away. It's crunchy all the way. All the way. All right. Here's a good one here. We're running out of time. We're going to get through as much as we can. Where would you go? Where do you want to go on your dream vacation, Charlie?
I would like to take my wife to the Isle of Malta. You remember the movie Robin Williams, Popeye?
Yeah.
Robin Williams?
Yeah.
It was filmed in Malta. Did you see the color of the waters around that island? How pristine blue. You can look down and you can see all the way to the bottom. I mean, that place, I've always pictured going to places like Italy, you know, going down those winding roads with the houses on the side of the cliffs as you look out into the ocean, eating fresh seafood. You know, my problem is, it's bad enough as a Hawaiian, I can hardly speak Hawaiian, yet go to a place like Italy or Malta. Maybe I got to take one of those translators and hope I bought the right chip and I'm not talking to them and about to come out all in Japanese or something like that. You know what I mean? But that's where I go, Malta. Yeah.
Mine would be Portugal. Mine would be for many reasons. Obviously, that's
Madeira.
where we're from. Well, we both. I would love to do both. I love to do
Madeira.
Madeira and the Azores. That's where both halves of my families are from. The other thing is, I heard it's beautiful. I saw some pictures. I hear the people are very nice. So it would definitely be Portugal, and then of course Japan to go see Patsy's family.
Mm,
Her family is from Yamaguchi Ken in Japan. So I'd love to, but Portugal, I think, would be,
beautiful.
yeah, and that's because I
Yamaguchi
guess
kid.
because I'm biased. Yeah,
No, Yamaguchi.
this one is easy for me. Mountain or ocean? I love the ocean. I love the mountains too, as long as I don't have to get out and hike them. But I love the ocean. I love being on the water.
Yeah, ocean.
On the water, not under the water. I scared of sharks.
Under the sea.
Let's see. Hang on. I'm gonna check catch up as much. Oh my God! What is your favorite TV show? Was one of the questions. 70s. Um, this Speed Racer was my favorite. Maria, I actually forgot, but when you put that in there, it just triggered. That was the show. Besides wrestling, now we couldn't get wrestling because we had antenna. We never had cable. Yeah, Speed Racer was probably my in that era was probably my favorite show. But again, there's so many.
Hmm.
How about you, Charles?
TV show. Um, I saw someone put it. One of my heroes was Robert Blake and also Telly Savalas in Kojak. Those were I used to love those kind of shows. Robert Blake,
Yeah,
I forget, and then What's the guy? Charles Bronson. You know, Death Wish.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. We're gonna have to continue on this. Here he comes. Here he comes. He's a demon on wheels. Yes, I actually could sing that song. Dark Shadows. Holy crap. We're gonna have to continue the questions next week because we just have so many here. Um, but
Six drops of faces of terror. Five
bro,
drops
this
of
is
the sauce. When the stirring's done, may I lick the spoon? Too much. Better hold your breath. This started to thick. Better hold my head. I'm feeling sick. Hello, Dad. I'm Milton. No brand new son.
oh my God. We actually should do this more often because it's like I feel good. I feel good. Just we talk about this a lot when we trigger those memories from the past. I will ask you, Charlie, what is your favorite movie? And this is gonna be the last question. What is your favorite movie of all time? I'm starting to see all these things coming up. Beretta, the old SWAT, the
Yeah.
original SWATs. Um, what is your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie was with Steve McQueen, The Great Escape. Remember, he was that scene that he rode that motorcycle trying to get away from the Germans, and he was just jump over the barbed wire fence and all that. Yeah, that was one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. There's so many movies, but I'm gonna tell you what my favorite movie is of all time, and it's I don't even know why because I mean it was a hit, but I don't know why. I think that movie has so many messages, but it was the original Rocky,
Yes.
where this unknown. I'm sorry, I'm trying to. Oh, here we go. I'm just gonna just put that up. I'll get rid of that. Unknown guy gets a chance of a lifetime, but there's so many messages in that one movie. So many different messages about struggle, about hope, and he lost in the first Rocky. He lost, but he ended up. It was a win. It was a huge victory, and he was able to tell his girlfriend that he loved her. It was just a lot of. It was a love story. It was action. It was there was just so many things. I thought that's just one movie I can never get tired of. I just enjoy it. But there's just so many movies. But there goes Charlie. There goes Charlie.
Hmm.
So we will do this next week Friday again. It just you guys are actually it's therapy for me to be able to go through some of these questions and trigger some of the memories that are deep. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Hmm.
Uncle, that's a next week we should play Would You Rather. Okay. Yeah, Would You Rather. Would you rather? I like that.
Hmm.
Would you rather, Charlie? Would you rather eat a Snicker bar or catch a 450-pound marlin?
First of all, I have somebody else look at your Marlin. I just love my Snickers.
All right. I would throw that Snicker to you and I would go catch the 450-pound marlin. There,
Hmm.
there is one thing that's the yin and the yang. That's the yin and yang. Anyway, Charles,
Hmm.
it's 8:03. You got any closing thoughts for our lovely guests, our lovely viewers, our village, our
Yes.
village?
I first would like to say again, as always, thank you so much, all of you. These sometimes people, friends ask, "Hey, it's coming to the end," and you kind of get bitten by the bug because you want to make sure that all of your friends, family, and friends out there are safe. And a lot of times, the only way you can communicate is through this media right here, and that's the reason why we continue to do what we do. So I'd like to say thank you to all of you tonight. Thank you to all of you. I appreciate it. I just don't have the words to say how much I appreciate all of your love and kindness. and beautiful words. But we still got some more fighting to do because we don't know what's around the next corner. Today the governor can say what he says. Tomorrow he can change his mind. But we just have to be prepared. So I hope and pray that all of you stay safe. And thank you so much. And some of you may enjoy a 3-day weekend. And if you do, please be careful. Okay. The good Lord promised us so many things. And let's do what the Lord asked us to do, and that is to be faithful to each other, to live life right, and to make sure that we make it another day, each and every day of our lives. Just make it a good day. And if there's someone out there that needs our help, let's give them that help. Okay? So until the next time, love you all. Thank you. Mel?
Right on, Charles. I just want to say Heavenly Yoshiki, all the way from Delaware.
Hmm.
And there was one more all the way from, I just saw it here, Louisiana, Sally Cox Hayes. Thank you guys. Hey, like
Thank
Charlie says, we enjoy this. We enjoy this. And yes, Mary, we got to thank our wives, Patsy and Stephanie, for allowing us to do this and giving us the opportunity to spend an hour with you guys every night. As Charlie mentioned, today was in some ways it was good. It's kind of they're trying to paint a picture that we're getting out of the pandemic, but like Charlie said, we got to be very careful, people. We are not at herd immunity, not even close to herd immunity. This virus is still here, and the fact that our cases are reducing, we're still seeing a lot of people die yet, and that tells us that the virus is still around. It's still very dangerous. So let's not let our guard down. That's the bottom line. We need to move forward. For those of you on Oahu that get some new rules out there, follow the rules. Be safe. All right, be safe, especially if you're not vaccinated. So, with that, guys, I hope you folks have a great weekend. We had a blast tonight talking about old times. We always do. And next week, Friday, we'll probably do the same thing, and we'll go deeper into Charlie's life, and I'll ask the questions.
No, I will take I'm gonna tell you something. I will take you folks on a journey where I was raised. I was not born. I was I wasn't born in Hawaii. I was born in California, and I spent most of my life in Alcatraz. So I'll share a good story with you. I'm only teasing.
Oh my God! Oh, New Jersey. Ada, Odell, all the way from New Jersey. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hey, we thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Stay safe.
Ye-
Really enjoy the weekend. Most
Yes,
important, stay safe. And guys, just do what's right. Do what we need to do. And let's get through this pandemic together. We love you guys, the village. You guys take care. God bless.